Welcome back to Car Vibes, where we dive deep into the machines that shake the streets, dominate the drag strip, and remind the world what real American muscle looks like. Today, we're talking about a car that refuses to let the muscle era fade away, a car built to roar louder, run harder, and keep the legacy alive. This is the brand new 2026 Dodge Charger Hellcat. And if you thought Dodge was done pushing boundaries, think again. What we're looking at is the evolution of an icon. A machine reborn with modern engineering yet still carrying the raw attitude that made the Hellcat name legendary. The moment you see the 2026 Charger Hellcat, you know Dodge isn't playing. The exterior is a full-blown statement, sharp, wide, aggressive, and unmistakably Hellcat. The body lines look like they were carved by aerodynamics and anger, blending retro cues with futuristic muscle design. The front fascia is bolder than ever, featuring a redesigned grille that channels more air directly into the massive supercharged power plant under the hood. Dodge kept the Hellcat attitude alive with a hood scoop that looks big enough to inhale the road ahead. And functional heat extractors make sure this beast keeps its cool even when you're pushing it to the limit. The LED lighting signature stretches across the front and rear, adding a modern edge that gives the car a sinister glow at night. Wide-body flares come standard, enhancing both aerodynamic stability and that mean, planted stance. It's not just wide, it's menacing, but the real magic of the Hellcat has always lived under the hood. And Dodge knows that better than anyone. That's why the new 2026 Charger Hellcat still carries a supercharged V8, refusing to give in to the quiet whisper of electrification without a fight. Dodge tuned the engine to produce jaw-dropping numbers well over 800 horsepower, depending on the configuration, cementing the Charger Hellcat as one of the most powerful production sedans ever built. Step on the gas and the supercharger whine hits your ears like a battle cry, followed by the deep, thunderous roar from the quad exhaust system. Dodge didn't just keep the Hellcat loud, they made it sharper, clearer, and more aggressive, preserving that signature sound that muscle fans refuse to compromise on. Whether you're blasting off from a standstill or overtaking on the highway, the 2026 Hellcat responds instantly, delivering power like it's pulling from an endless well of fury. The engineering upgrades go well beyond raw horsepower. Dodge has refined the chassis for better balance, better grip, and more confident handling. A revised suspension with adaptive damping keeps the big sedan composed around tight corners while still delivering the straight-line dominance Hellcats are known for. Massive performance brakes give you the stopping power needed for a car this fast, and new electronics help manage traction without stepping in too aggressively. Dodge knows Hellcat fans want control, not interference. So the driving modes let you tailor everything from the transmission behavior to the steering weight. Whether you want a comfortable cruiser for daily driving or a track-ready monster that feels like a street-legal drag car, the Hellcat adapts effortlessly. Inside, Dodge transforms the Hellcat into a cockpit built for performance, comfort, and style. The cabin feels more premium than previous generations, blending muscle car toughness with high-tech refinement. Deeply bolstered sports seats wrap you in leather and Alcantara, giving you the confidence to push the car without sliding around during hard acceleration or cornering. Red contrast stitching and Hellcat branding add subtle reminders of the power you're commanding. The center console features Dodge's latest infotainment system with a large, crisp touchscreen offering wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and customizable performance pages. With these performance pages, you can view horsepower, torque, boost pressure, jet forces, and even adjust launch control settings all in real time. Dodge knows Hellcat drivers like data almost as much as they like speed, so they pack the system with every stat you could want. Even the digital gauge cluster can be configured to show performance metrics or a classic muscle car layout, But what truly separates the 2026 Charger Hellcat from everything else on the road is the way it balances modern innovation with old-school spirit. As the automotive world moves toward quieter, cleaner, and more digital driving experiences, Dodge is delivering a reminder that cars can still stir the soul. The Hellcat is unapologetically loud, unapologetically powerful, and unapologetically fun. It's built for the drivers who crave excitement, who want to feel the engine rumble through the steering wheel, who want a car that makes every trip feel like a moment worth remembering. This isn't about efficiency, it's about emotion. And Dodge has mastered that formula once again. Asterisk on the road, the Charger Hellcat is a rolling spectacle. Heads turn. Cameras come out. People stop and stare because the Hellcat has presence. And the 2026 version takes that presence to a whole new level. The acceleration pins you to the seat with a force that sparks adrenaline instantly. You can feel the car come alive under you, the supercharger screaming, the exhaust cracking and popping, and the tires clawing at the pavement for traction. Whether you're cruising down city streets or tearing up open highways, the Hellcat feels like a celebration of speed. Even at moderate speeds, the engine rumble and the confidence of the chassis make it feel special. Asterisk, Dodge has also enhanced safety and technology features in the 2026 Hellcat, offering blind spot monitoring, collision alerts, lane assistance, and adaptive cruise control. But the beauty of this setup is that these systems stay out of the way unless you need them. Dodge understands that Hellcat buyers want the raw driving experience, not intrusive nanny features. So everything is calibrated to enhance the drive, not interfere with it. Asterisk, the 2026 Dodge Charger Hellcat isn't just a car. It's a symbol and icon in an era where cars are getting quieter, softer, and more automated. Dodge took a stand with this machine, proving that there's still a place for pure muscle, pure power, and pure passion. The Hellcat delivers everything fans love: overwhelming horsepower, unforgettable sound, road-dominating design, and the kind of thrill that makes you fall in love with driving all over again. For muscle car enthusiasts, this car is more than transportation. It's a reminder of why we became car lovers in the first place. Asterisk, and that wraps up today's deep dive into the incredible 2026 Dodge Charger Hellcat. If you love raw performance, bold design, and cars that make your heart race, this one is an instant legend. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned, because here at Car Vibes, we bring the passion of the automotive world straight to you.